Hi, everyone. If you are a mom struggling in your relationship with adult children, this video is for you. Hello, thank you for tuning in. My name is Meena Puri. I'm an Ayurvedic practitioner, counselor, speaker, and author. I talk about everything spirituality, consciousness, health, and healing. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the struggle in relationships, specifically the struggle that moms have with adult children. In my practice, over 80% of the women that I work with, 80% of them have struggled in their adult children. And it really consumes all of their energy. It's very painful, it's traumatic. And the experience can vary from, just an argument, difficult communicating, or the kids just completely shut themselves off. There's a wall there, so it can be very painful. So, when I was struggling with the same thing, one of the things that my teacher and also the astrologer that I worked with, he said, you're transitioning from being a mom to being a teacher. And I had never heard it quite like that before. So that's the transition. So what happens, when the kids are young, they're really like a body part. They're attached to us, they're glued to us. They tell us everything. And many kids who just pull all away when they get older, it's like an all or none situation. It can be quite devastating. And we sometimes a mother or a parent does not get the opportunity to kind of wean the kids off and have this transition time where both parties are understanding that there's going to be a change in the dynamic of the relationship. When there's all or none, there's actually no transition time, no cushioning time, which will give you the time to sort out what's going on and adjust to the new relationship, adjust to the new circumstances. The communication is still going on, but that does not, in relationship where that happens, where the kids are talking, even if it's difficult, but they're talking, and slowly, both people, the mother and the adult child, they adjust. So the problem happens when the time is not given. It's like something, it just gets ripped off of you. And that's very painful. So as mothers, we worry about everything. We do everything for our children, from endless tasks that we do for our children. If you're a mother, you know what I'm talking about. So that's when the kids need the mother. They need somebody, they need the food, they need the clean clothes, they need their school schedule, they need to be driven to, they need love, they need comfort, they need reading, they need, and you fulfill all the needs. So what happens when that transition time is not given? You still keep going on that roller coaster, providing them to everything you think they need, but they don't want it. So you don't know what to do with all of that. So the thing to do is to remember that you have done everything, you have done the mothering. They don't need the same things that you had done before. So slowly, you become a teacher. So if you think about a teacher, what does a teacher do? A teacher will give the student in small dosage exactly what's needed, when it is needed, at the right time, right? A teacher does not push the whole syllabus or the whole book down your throat, because what happens, you can't consume it, you'll regurgitate, you don't know what to do with that information. So that's a mistake that many mothers make, is because we know it all, right? We have the experience, we have the advice, we know the things that the kids can do, but they won't listen. It's because they don't have the experience. They are going into, they look like adults, but they're not adults. It's a very difficult time. And sometimes, that behavior continues on. I have a mother, like the child is like close to 30, 35. There's one child who's like 40 years old, and they're still struggling because the patterns remain if we do not heal them. So as a teacher, you also have to be a model. So what happens when the kids are small, we kind of forget our own identity. I was always known as my kid's mom. I was nowhere to be found in my own life because it was all 100% about him. I was so consumed. I put everything into raising my kid, and I'm sure that you have too. So slowly, the transition is about to find yourself, put yourself back in your life, and become the model. Live the life that you want your kids to live. So think of yourself as a teacher. Don't always give them answers. Wait for them to ask, right? And so there's a lot of healing that needs to take place here. There's an opportunity here for you to heal. If the relationship with your children is difficult, I want to invite you to take a look at what other relationships are difficult, because the reason why the relationship is difficult, there's some old energetic patterns, old trauma, old wounds that are surfacing, and it's cycling through that relationship. But energy is energy. It's not limited to just one relationship. Just look across and see what other relationships are being affected by the same experience, by the same thing that you are feeling. So this is a transition time from being a mom to a parent. We don't know how to do this. We don't have help for it. The best help, if we ever talk to somebody, is like, oh, you just have to let go. You just have to suck it up. You have to don't take it to your heart. Kids are just like that. But not every situation falls into that category. Some situations are quite severe, okay? Quite traumatic for the parents. So that kind of advice does not stick and doesn't go too well. So you need help, you need guidance. There's something so deeper going on here. And this is time for you to heal. The incentive is really when you heal, when you feel better, your kids are going to feel better, because remember the energetic dance between you and your son or your daughter. When you shift the step, is going to give them that opportunity to adjust. You really want to pull your energy out of their energetic field so they can feel free, they can hear their own voice, they can decide for themselves. So this is the time to cultivate the trust. This is the time to heal yourself. This is the time to put yourself back into your own life, and your kids are only going to benefit from it. So if you are struggling and if you'd like more support, we're going to dive deep into this topic on Saturday, September 7th. 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's a free masterclass. Go ahead and sign up. I will put the link in the video description. Go ahead and sign up, and I would love to see you on the other end. I think that you will benefit hugely from it. And if you like this video, and if you can share it with anybody else you think who might benefit from it, like, subscribe, and comment. I remind you to do that because it's a little incentive for me to continue to create more content that's going to help more people. That's the world we live in, the online world. If we kind of support each other, we actually support a lot more. So it's my ask for you to go ahead and communicate, like, share, comment, subscribe. I would be so grateful. And don't forget to sign up for the free masterclass if you are ready to really use this challenge, use this difficult time to your advantage, and come out of it healed, taking charge of your own life. And that's only going to model that for your kids. When the kids are not responsible for our happiness, guess what? They're much more available. Nobody wants to be responsible for another person's happiness. And we really don't want to give the remote control of our happiness in the hands of other people, let alone your kids who don't have the life experiences that you do. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I look forward to seeing you at the masterclass if you choose to sign up.